I'll show you my little surprise that I brought of random shit in my bag.
Okay, so excuse.
Is that a good description? Hey, how's it going? So today we're going to be doing a bit of model photography, and today I want to think outside of the box with the photo ideas. I want to stick away from any photos that I've already done before. I'm going to try find something around my house that I can bring and use in today's photo shoot. This is a juicer. I don't know whether we could use anything from this. Maybe this, maybe like a glass jar. I don't know, like shooting through it. All right, we'll bring that. Just want something random. There's a bit of cardboard paper. I don't know why we have this, but we'll try this as well. It doesn't really matter about the photography location because we're doing like a creative idea and it'll be like a close-up, so we're not really relying on a cool location. So I think if we can just find somewhere where it's not as busy, like, because here there's people everywhere and you don't want to sort of set up a shot right in the middle of everything. So yeah, if we can find like a side street, I think that will be the best for this sort of photo. So the idea I was thinking of is having like your hair, because it's like braided, like coming towards the camera. The widest lens that I have is this, which is a 24-70. Which, do you know what that means?
24, I don't know.
If I had a wider lens, like maybe a 16-35, this shot could work better, but I'm still going to try it anyway. You ready?
Alright.
Let's do it. I don't think I've ever planned a photo shoot with you.
No, I don't think so actually.
Like
no.
We usually just, whenever I shoot with you, we just randomly go to like any location.
Yeah, exactly. And even the first shoot like with North Borders was fine.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it was planned either.
No.
Yeah.
That's like, it's one of the best things to do in photography, just not plan your shoot. Like all we said was like, we'll meet at Flinders Street.
Yeah, and then
we'll meet at the station and we'll figure it out. Same as the other location, like for this idea, it doesn't actually matter what the photo location is. Here can work. It's a quiet alleyway. We've got nice, soft, diffused lighting, like because there's no actual direct sunlight. I'll show you my little surprise that I brought of random shit in my bag.
Okay, so excuse.
The idea that I had was to rip a hole in this and then get like a portrait.
Also,
what
like,
do you think?
actually my
Yeah.
How did you think of this?
I think I've seen this somewhere. I haven't thought of this idea. I don't think of any of my ideas. I just steal them off the internet. You just look like you're playing hide and seek, but like really shit. You know what this reminds me of? You know those Nifty videos? Have you seen them? It's like 5-minute hacks.
Oh yeah.
All that shit, like put your hair through a paper bag.
And then yeah, you got a shot.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. What if you have it like over your face and then like your hair's like sort of coming and your eyes like peeping through? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you think you'd be doing this when I asked you to do a photo shoot? This is the next photography prop.
Is this one? What is
It's a bike lock. The idea I had for this was to have you hold it out towards the camera and have like a sort of like, you know, like that sort of leading lines effect. I don't know if it'll work. We'll give it a go anyway. Alright, that was definitely the most creative model photography shoot I've ever done. So with the first photo here, I think it's awesome, and this was heavily inspired, not even heavily inspired, I directly copied this idea off this guy called Geordie. I'll leave his Instagram down below, but he does the most creative photography, 100%. He's the most creative Instagram photographer at the moment. So if you want to go see creative photography ideas, go and check him out. The thing that I found most difficult about trying to take this shot is that you have to hold all the individual strands of hair behind the camera whilst taking the photo. So I kept noticing that like the hair would just fall, or it wasn't in the exact position that I wanted it to be. But this photo here is my favorite because it sort of covers the negative space, and this is probably the most even amount of hair spreadage that I got compared to these other photos here. Like we got this one, which is just, I think it was a bit too much hair, and then this wasn't enough, and then this one was just like, yeah, it just wasn't even. So if I was to do this photo again with the hair coming towards the camera, I'd have literally 5 people, just 5 pairs of hands, so that I could get everyone to hold an individual strand of hair, and then I'd have it completely symmetrical going around the camera towards the lens. Moving on to the next photo with the brown paper bag thing, which I found at home. This was the first shot that we got, and the reason why it doesn't look so good is because the light source was actually behind us, and there was a break in the clouds, which meant that it was really harsh lighting. So we waited for the sun to go behind the clouds so the lighting was nice and soft. And then we got this photo here. It's just so much better than the other one, simply because of the lighting. For portrait photography, lighting is the most important thing. If you have bad lighting, the skin's gonna look weird, just the texture, everything's gonna look off. So lighting is key if you're doing portrait photography. Then I got Shalom to hold the paper bag just slightly away from her face, so that it would be less in focus, so that there would be more detail and more attention focused on her actual eye. And we got these photos here. I wanted to give this a cinematic feel, so I edited it in Lightroom and I put some browns in the shadows and then some blues in the highlights. After that shot, Shalom just had the idea of putting her hair through the bag, and then we ended up getting this shot here, which is so cool. I think it's just eerie. I think it's got an eerie vibe because you're not really sure what's going on, like where the hair's coming from, why it's going through the bag. And I just love the detail. It's really in focus. And then the last shot here, which is also inspired by Geordie, I used a bike lock. So nothing special, just something that I found at home as well. I like how the circle just leads your eye towards Shalom's eye. So there's just that direct attention focused right to the model's face. I got inspiration from this image here, which is a slinky, and I think if I was to do this photo next time, I would definitely use a slinky as well, because using the bike lock was just really hard because it was very rigid. It's just like, it's metal at the end of the day, so you can't really pull it that far without it sort of retracting back. I was also going to do a photo idea with the glass vase that I had, but we tried it out and I just didn't like what it was looking like. I think the actual vase itself was too wide, so if I was going to do it next time, I'd just do it in a smaller, slimmer, cylindrical glass. I think that'd work way better. So that's all the photos that we took. Let me know which one you liked the best, whether it was the first one with the hair coming towards the camera, the brown paper bag, or whether it was a slinky one. Also, massive thanks to Shalom for modeling today. I'll leave her Instagram down below. Definitely go give her a follow. That's all from me today. As always, stay inspired, keep creating, and I will see you in the next one.